We're back with another game. I Like Crayons. It's who we're following again this morning, and he's just getting in. We're 2 minutes behind, so it's going to take a minute to actually get in game. But we're going to be following the infamous I Like Crayons. Okay, we are in. Okay, guys, here we go. Stepping into the game now. Looks like we got Gobzan, Cancer. Uh-oh, we don't want Cancer. Violent Jokester. Hey, I'm pretty good at reading that lead speak stuff. Interesting how our brain works after a while seeing it. Rastlin, Inglorious Day. Jabba. I'm not sure who that was. It was someone, though. All right, first pick from the Dire. This is all pick, and looking like an Earth Spirit. Did you know that Earth Spirit, when played, has the lowest win ratio? Yeah. In other words, it really sucks to play Earth Spirit. Don't play Earth Spirit. Don't play Earth Spirit. Question is, where do we put this camera of ours? Yeah, that seems like a good size. How's that, guys? Oh, let's make it a little bigger. How about that? Does that work? Axe. We're gonna have to figure out a good place for this camera. There we go. We'll be on the Dire scene with crayons. And we are getting in game. Over right there. Here we go. Okay, on the Radiant side, we do have Witch Doctor. Looks like he's going to be warding. Has a little bit of regen, has some clarities. Jakiro going to safe lane bottom with Faceless, looking to secure many last hits as he can. Oh, there's Ursa. And he looks like he's going to start off jungling. Pretty cool set off of Ursa, though. Never mind, he was just in the shadows. I thought it was a cool set. Not really a cool set. And it looks like it's going to be Bloodseeker mid on the Radiant team, going up against our very own Crayons Invoker. Legion Commander looks like positioning himself in the jungle at the moment, but I don't think that's necessarily where she's actually going to start. Earth Spirit chilling, looks like he's going to ward as soon as he possibly can. Will he go for the aggressive ward on the Dire side or the Radiant side? We'll find out. And he goes for the aggressive ward on the river. Good ward spot. Able to get a lot of vision from that one. And he's going to go and go safe lane. Now, he might be getting solo experience here. The Legion Commander very well might be going mid. Having leveled up Moment of Courage first, so yeah, actually has the potential to jungle as well. Meanwhile, Tinker taking bottom rather. And yeah, it's never really a good idea for Tinker to just sit in lane. He really is farm dependent, so man, is that ever a big axe? Look at that. Look at the size of his axe. Man, if item skins could do damage, let me tell you, this item would be doing a ton of damage. Okay, so Tinker and Axe are going to be laning against the Jakiro and the Faceless Void. And Jakiro wanting to secure as many last hits for Faceless as he's going to be coming online late game, doing tons of damage. Tinker, yeah, it's interesting. We often see this Tinker going against the Faceless Void. Faceless Void tends to win, though, when I see the Fed matchup go against... Wow, look at all that Ice Path damage. Will Tinker fall already? One more right click? Oh my goodness. If he's able to get the one more click off, and he doesn't. He actually he just baits that Jakiro, and the Jakiro ends up falling to the axe. I think that Jakiro actually thought that he was AFK for a moment. And axe says baited. I'm not sure how wise that was, but whatever the reason was, now Jakiro is dead. So he's going to be buying a TP and heading back to support Faceless Void. No, he does not. He says that was a little bit unexpected, and we're just going to do a little utility in the meantime. Let's take a look at mid. Last hits. Looks like Invoker is having a little bit of trouble against that Bloodseeker. That Bloodseeker is so frustrating to lane against. Of course, he has very good last hit off the bat, and impossible to really effectively harass him because he gets the regen with his Bloodbath ability. Right now, getting 10% of his health every time he gets a last hit. Let's take a look top. See how we're doing Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit's not really staying in lane for that experience. He's just allowing the, well, Witch Doctor hasn't been in lane very often either. We might have missed a few plays there. Everybody looking actually quite low in XP for how long the game has been going on. Not getting too many last hits so far. Other than Bloodseeker. And looks like Invoker is readying his Cold Snap. Not doing very much damage at all, but actually is a smart play against the Bloodseeker, if any is going to be at this point. Bloodseeker definitely aggroing the creep wave, as he's right-clicking. And Cold Snap is going to maximize its effectiveness as he is aggroing that creep wave. So, yeah, it's a good strategy. And I don't know how effectively this is being for Legion Commander. She is in the jungle, going for the Quelling Blade, Moment of Courage combo, maximizing how much regen she has. And, no, she's making it. She's making it work. Invoker now level 5, just matching the Bloodseeker as far as experience. Doesn't have his boots yet, just has the single blades of attack. Looks like he's going to be going for the phase boots build early on. Earth Spirit still hanging on to one of those wards, and I'm not sure why he's hanging on to the ward at this point. He has the possibility to... He has the possibility to sneeze. He has the possibility to get ganked here from, yeah, Ursa. So, yeah, he should be dropping that ward. Ursa's just farming up very, very easily. Has 15 last hits now. And already has his Morbid Mask 4 minutes into the game. So actually, I think he had planned on getting that quite early. But that's really good timing from him. Bloodseeker having some great last hit success. 23 last hits and 10 denies 4 minutes into the game. And it's said that perfect last hits is about 10 a minute if you're staying in lane. So yeah, he's making about half. And given the situation, that's not bad. Not bad. This is a mid-tier pub game. And, oh, it looks like caught up position. Actually, Jakiro does fall to the axe. We just barely missed that. And Tinker able to use his laser rocket combo to deal huge amounts of damage. Already, he has 160 plus 100 damage. So bursting down very easily at 260 damage. And unfortunately, we just missed mid dying. Crayons. Oh, no. Oh, no. Bloodseeker looks like he did have his Rupture, level 6, and he used it. Now he's going to run back to base, realizing this has been a good day. We've got mid. We need a little bit more mana, but farm's looking good. We can afford to run back home for a minute. We'll be level 7 now. Invoker just got level 6 and decides to continue leveling up Exhort, trying to maximize his Sunstrike. And not doing too bad with last hits considering he's up against a Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker very, very good at shutting those last hits down with his denies. I was looking for a little bit of an opportunity. Maybe they can replay what happened a little earlier with Jakiro. Jakiro, not very much success this game. He took the bait, it looks like, for earlier on with Tinker. And he does get caught in the ice wall. And will it be another bait situation? No, he just runs, and he doesn't have too much health. The Time Walk will connect, and he does get a bash. Faceless Void getting a bash. Level 1 time lock. That has got to be frustrating. Everybody likes a bash or two. Ursa now looking to gank bottom, and well, there's no gank to be had, so he decides to go back to a little bit of farming. Question is whether or not he's going to be going for the early Roche at, well, 4 minutes has already passed. New meta has allowed that 4-minute Roche, but he's not going to go for it. He's going to wait probably till his entire vampiric aura is set up. Bloodseeker continuing to farm really effectively. You know, it's interesting noting that Ursa has done a really good job farming as well. Again, 7 minutes in. Already has his Morbid Mask, and might have an item on the courier. No, he doesn't have an item on the courier yet. Okay, let's look. Bloodseeker has his ult up in 2 seconds. Legion Commander is going to get totally caught out of position here. Is not going to have the regen to be able to deal with this. The Rupture is going to come off, and it will finish this Legion Commander off. She's just not going to have the damage output to be able to deal with the Bloodseeker. And unfortunately, Bloodseeker was invisible, and that's really what the name of the game was here. Invoker going to see what he can do to finish this Bloodseeker off and punish him for that kill. And the stun goes off from Earth Spirit. They are able to get it with a nice Sunstrike. Invoker feeling pretty good about that one. Meanwhile, top, Witch Doctor's got his Death Ward up. He's getting a few bracers. And top tower is slowly crumbling. Definitely Witch Doctor has been able to keep the lane pushed up. Earth Spirit getting the, I would say he is winning the lane. He is getting the majority of the experience. Not as many last hits, but pushing ahead in experience. Legion Commander really hurting now. That gank, yeah, makes things pretty tough. We'll see what she goes for next IM build.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Earth Spirit now does have enough for his mana boots if that's what he decides to go. He can go Trez, he can go mana boots. And bottom, actually, it looks like we just missed a kill on Axe. Axe went in, tried to man the situation, but Ursa with his Morbid Mask and of course the Fury Swipes just stacking up in that situation, is really hard to get the counter helixes to actually counter that amount of damage. Tinker just chilling by the tower, realizes it's quite a dangerous situation bottom. Hasn't had the best of luck dodging those Jakiro ice paths, and decides to play it a little bit safe. Ursa now not that high of a level, but farm looks very, very good on him. See, this is what's tough about Tinker. Tinker doesn't have a bottle. He doesn't, well, he doesn't have, he doesn't have his boots of travel. He's not even close to his boots of travel. And it will be difficult for him to really come online and do the split pushes that he's best at doing. Well, not being able to get these last hits. I would really be wanting to swap with a teammate at this point. Yes, he's going for a ganking build. He's going for his rocket and his laser build, but he's just going to have such a slow game, really, playing in lane like this. Axe, ooh, little dangerous there. Macropyre is sent off by the Jakiro. Doesn't do the damage he wants it to do, and now he's just going to back off. Looking to get some counter helixes from those creeps. And he might have been saying, Ursa, come at me. Come at me, Ursa. Ursa says, that's okay. Nope. I'm just going to continue to farm with my Vladimir's offering. Get a little bit of health, get a little bit of gold. And, ooh, this is not looking good for this Tinker, actually. If Ursa catches him out of position, they might be able to get this gank here. Oh, they will be able to unload the damage necessary. Is Ursa going to catch him off? Ursa should be able to comfortably get this Tinker here. Will he be quite fast enough? Oh, he's just caught out of position slightly. Is the run going to hit? The run actually is a little bit faster than Ursa. Ursa now not able to right click for a few moments, but he's not going to be able to finish him off. Axe tries to Culling Blade, but unfortunately does not do the right damage. Is not in the right threshold to finish him off. And Tinker weeps as he watches his teammate die. And the question marks come out from the Axe. Frustrated, alone, hurt. Tinker, why'd you leave me? He continues on to get the last hits bottom. Takes advantage of these creeps pushing a little past the tower. And they're still holding on to the bottom tower. We'll see what he does. Invoker, how you doing? Hanamitis. He's got the Hanamitis. I've seen him actually go this build in the last few games. Yeah, kind of an interesting build on Invoker. And he is staying on top of that. Trying to maximize his experience with that Midas. And last hitting pretty well. He's leading now. Oh, very well. Yeah, he's leading actually with 46 last hits and 8 denies. So looking pretty good. Top a bit of a clash. Looks like Witch Doctor's getting ganked, and the stun is going to go off from an Earth Spirit.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Now they're thinking about taking that top tower. Are they going to be able to do it? They don't have the creep wave right now. Just deciding to man it in the meantime. Is Axe going to go for the counter helixes on the creeps? Well, he's going to get a little tower aggro first. Tinker just died. Not working out for you, Tinker. Tinker, you need to go and farm. You need your boosted travel, buddy. A Tinker ain't a Tinker without his BOTs. So he's going to really have to switch up his strategy here, I think, in order to be successful. They do take the bottom tier 1 tower. Invoker now caught out of position. Ursa's getting his Fury swipes and a few more hits. Actually, I think one more hit might do it. Okay, one more hit and he will die. Yes, he does fall. Legion Commander not being able to do much. Actually, with his positioning, he's really just setting him up for dying as well. Overpowers up in 3 seconds. Ursa decides to take a different route. He's going to catch everybody off guard. Now the duel comes out and the Jakiro is finished off by the Culling Blade of the Axe. Damage reduction going off by the Forge Spirits. And they decide to do a little counter push. Earth Spirit almost has all of his mana, has Magnetize up now. The Axe, interesting, has the Blade Mail. Great on Axe. He's ready to get in some fights and do tons of damage. And that Jakiro does fall once more. Has died 5 times. Faceless Void not getting the farm he needs either. Has 3 deaths already. Ursa now giving a little Roche attempt. Caught off guard though. He's gonna be, yeah, he's gonna definitely take it from that Blade Mail. Wow, very effective against the Ursa. Axe is building himself very nicely to take Ursa on one-on-one. Has the point booster, so he has the extra bit of health. Even if Ursa is able to get those extra few hits on him, that's just gonna convert right back to damage on him. Now a little bit of an engagement, trying to go on the Jakiro, and not okay. The rocket will finish him off, and that was a very nice combination. Now the duel, and does win on the Jakiro as well. Just very low health. Unfortunately, the Earth Spirit wasn't able to get away from the tower aggro. Hit once by the Bloodseeker, and he gets the gold for that. Axe now is able to do lots of damage against Ursa, and will he be able to finish off? It's going to be one more pair of rockets from Tinker, but he does not have the manage to finish. Now Legion Commander duels down for another 25 seconds, trying to catch him. Was not able to finish that kill off. They're continuing their push, doing their best, trying to be valiant in this situation, and tanking that creep wave with those counter helixes. Ice Path goes off and connects with Axe. No, it doesn't connect, actually. And they're going to back around. They're going to see if they can get this tier 1 tower mid. They do get it. Tinker not having the best success now, is looking to be close to his boost of travel. Almost 1,700 gold. Getting pretty close. Feeling good about it. Earth Spirit going in, just manning into the fight. Looking to see what he can do. Magnetize is up in 9 seconds. Ice Path is laid down, and they aren't able to go as fast as they wanted towards the Jakiro. Now the duel is laid down, and he will be able to finish it off. Unfortunately, well, he gets the duel, but he falls to the Ursa's overpowering Fury swipes. Very dangerous. Axe now trying to get a little Berserker's call off, and, ooh, was that a Death Ward? That was a Death Ward. Axe has disconnected. Uh-oh. Forge Spirit's doing whatever they can in this situation. That Witch Doctor a little frustrated that he didn't get more damage from the Death Ward. I don't think he got a kill from the Death Ward. Or is that what killed Axe? Nope. Didn't get a kill. Bloodseeker now. Doesn't have the mana. His Rupture is up, but just doesn't have enough. Now caught off guard. Duel is laid on the Bloodseeker, and oh wow, she just about finishes him off. Bloodseeker decides it's a little bit too dangerous. Ursa should be the one to go and clean him up. Doesn't quite get the speed he needs to finish off that Legion Commander. Crayon's going to use his Hat of Midas right now and likely double back after finishing off these creeps. Yeah, I think he's just going to farm for a while. Now, he has a few options what he can go next. Let's take a look. Okay, so he does go for the Void Stone. So he's looking to sustain in fights as long as he possibly can, spamming his abilities. And will he be able to? No, he won't be able to finish off the Jakiro. Magnetize is up. Let's take a look at this Tinker. Almost at its boots of travel. 17 minutes in. Definitely late on the Tinker. He wants to have that around 10 minutes. But of course, he made the decision to lane instead of go mid. Invoker definitely a very strong mid choice. But really, you shouldn't be picking a Tinker unless you're going to be going off lane or mid. Let's take a look at Ursa. He's got his phase boots. He's got his Vladimir's offering. He's got a stack. He's really hoping to gank now, and it's got actually a lot of net worth. Let's see what he goes for next in items. Jakiro holding on to a ward. Looks like he's working on a mech, just about there. And gonna have a buckler. I think about 800 more gold to finish off this. No, actually about 1,200 more gold to finish off this mech. So he's got a little ways. In the meantime, he's working on it. Death Ward is up from Witch Doctor. He's going to be ready for a team fight, but doesn't have the DPS. Here to sustain it, they decide to go back, and they're just going to let the tier 1 top fall. Dire looking very good. They've only lost one tower right now, and this is going to be the second tower for the Dire team. Earth Spirit's Magnetize is up. Legion Commander has her duel ready to go. Invoker a little bit low on the mana, but that Void Stone pickup is going to allow him to sustain in the fights as he's wanting to. Those Forge Spirits, he just keeps spamming those. And in combination with the DPS, with the Legion Commander, the Earth Spirit, and the Forge Spirits, they're going to be able to take this down. Let's take a look at Vision. So right now, it looks like the Radiant has a ward that's about to expire on the Roshan. Ursa is safely able to take this Roshan, and yeah, he will finish this off. Got his Vladimir's offering, really no problem for him. The Radiant needs to be warding a little bit more on this Rosh so they can catch him off guard. They don't want this Ursa to get super fed. He will be scary late game. Does pick up the Immortal, and he actually just missed the double damage room, which could really have been helpful for his ganks. Now, Legion Commander, I don't know why he's dueling at this point. Well, he actually did bad, but the Earth Spirit just wasn't there close enough. And, oh, the Legion Commander tries to TP out and just barely makes it. Encounter to being ruptured. Excellent play. Earth Spirit, not going to be able to get out of this one, unfortunately. The March of the Machines, in the meantime, doing as much pure damage as possible. Not pure damage, but a special kind of damage that goes through everything. On everybody during that team fight. Macropyre is laid down, and Invoker is going to fall to the Jakiro. Rocket is sent off. Void really struggling right now with his farm. Does Chronosphere on Tinker, and is getting a few bashes here. Does he get out of this fight? I think he's going to make it, guy. Well, no. Gets cornered out of position. Maybe he does still make it. Actually, I think he's going to make it. He does have his boosted travel, so he does have the advantage in movement speed. But the one more click comes out from the Bloodseeker. And unfortunately, does not make it. He does not make it. Bloodseeker and Faceless Void looking to take the bottom tower. A little bit aggressive just with the two of them. At this point, oh, looks like they have a creep wave, so they should be able to. Oh, they decide to back off until the creep wave's there. Death Ward is used and does not connect the way that Witch Doctor hopes. Is not able to finish the kill on Legion Commander. Legion Commander is seems to be doing pretty good, getting online with the Blink Dagger now. Is going to be able to engage in her duels quite well. Already looking at 30 bonus damage from the duels. Dire needing to be a little bit more aggressive. Oh, they do get the deny on the tower. Good. Dire is going to need to be a bit more aggressive in these towers. They're going to be losing the vision that has been keeping them safe up to this point. Ursa now going to be in a good position to get the ganks going. And a pause comes out. Looks like there's some crashes going on somewhere. Jakiro does have his mechanism ready to go. He might use that defensively right here for himself. Doesn't use it quite yet. He has enough mana for it. Its Forge Spirits continue to take the Invoker down, and he does try to TP, and he does get out in time. Earth Spirit trying to get a stun off, but is not able to do it. Bloodseeker continuing to farm up the Immortals. Doing quite well with his farm. Has his Sanjin Yasha. Could be going for a BKB at this point. Could be going for a Desolator. Yeah, I think it's actually Desolator. Jakiro is learning these creep waves. Jakiro is actually a very effective split pusher. Liquid Fire, dealing lots of damage. Does 30 bird damage to the creeps. And of course the nice slow. Yeah, they definitely are pulling ahead. Faceless Void, his farm isn't exactly where it should be at this point, but definitely still has enough damage to do quite a bit. Has the level 4 time lock, so if he is able to get the bashes, he will be feeling very good about himself. And I think actually, yes, they will be able to get this Legion Commander. They throw all their ultimates trying to finish him off, and the Death Ward doesn't quite. Well, no, it does actually finish the Invoker. Invoker not happy about that one. That team fight did not go the way of the Dire. Tinker just spamming. He's going to want to defensively march at the machines a little bit. He might actually need to back. His abilities are down. He probably will rearm so that he can get a couple more rockets out. And doesn't deny the tower. Just realizes it's a little bit too dangerous there with that Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker does have his Rupture up. That probably would have resulted in a kill. Smart on Tinker's behalf. And looks like it's a DC. Wow. Coming out from all 5 of the Dire team. Don't know what happened there. Well, there's not really a comeback from that. Looks like the Dire team does lose this game. And don't think that was a DC situation. They just decided decided it was a little bit hopeless. All right, well, that's a little unfortunate that the game finished off in that way, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. That's it for this cast. We're going to be having one fairly shortly. Again, if you're on the stream and you're new, I'm Night Vision, and I'm pretty new to casting as well. So you're part of the club if you're new to my stream. I'm having a ton of fun learning how to cast. If you have any suggestions on my casting, any pointers, send me a Twitch message, or if you'd like us to connect, I'm online. I'll do my very best to be available for that. In the meantime, we're going to go back to some music as we set up another